will not know about Spac Nation. Spac Nation is it's like a mega church. They recruit young people, and it is the the pastor, who's called Pastor Toby, was making loads of money from the youngsters. There's also was grooming, I think, was happening. Um, they was being exposed on a regular. They had something called the seed, where the youngsters will have to get money so they can pay, so they can put into what is called a seed. Now, the pastor always made sure that he looked good. He always had the latest car and all that stuff. It's kind of like similar to most churches, when like the church, the pastor will ask for a certain amount, will ask for a certain amount of money, and they put it into the what do you call it, when they pass around the thing so you could put the money in. It's all like that. The difference with Spat Nation was that how right they was always recruiting lots of young people, which is similar to VYG and other churches. I think I have done a video on Spat Nation with Leah Landry. Um, Apparently they're still going, which is interesting. Um, Spat Nation really needs well, they said Pastor Toby was deported from England, but I mean, every time I open up and I look through the social, I see that he's still there. The other pastors are still there because they put on an image of like it's like a millionaire church kind of thing. That's what he gives sometimes. So what they do, they used to have places where they will have the youngsters, and and they would make them live there. Now, what they used to do, they used to get their money from the children, the youngsters, which could be from young to up to 20, I think it is, 20 years old. And the girls will have their section and the boys have their section. So they have to make sure that how right they give this thing called the seed, which is what I said earlier. The seed is the thing where like they make sure that how they get not like plenty, like loads of money. There was a young lady called Miriam. She would run the girls section, and they had different pastors. Now, I was meant to put up one of the youngsters talking about his experience in Spat Nation. Spat Nation is literally like a cult, like most cult like churches. It's a bit like, I'm trying to think of the church, the one where the pastor was caught with the young lady. I think it's the one similar to Justin Timberlake. Not to Justin Timberlake. Justin Bieber used to be part of. But the difference is that how Spat Nation, um, they'll be in the corners of England, like they would rent out like big spaces and stuff like that, and they will make it look a certain way. Now, if you look down video, my videos, you will see that I have done a little bit on Spat Nation because I can't remember all the bits right now because I haven't got the screen in front of me. Now, Toby was meant to be deported, I think, this year, apparently, because he ain't no pastor. Well, we'll just say he's Pastor Toby so that we can get it into the algorithm. Pastor Toby was meant to be deported, but he was supposed to be deported to Nigeria. But I'm not sure whether that is true or not because every time I turn it on, it's like he's still in the country, like he's still in London. So I know I got to do my documentary commentary to the other one, but um, like I said, there's always something going on. Like sometimes even I can't even keep up. Literally, that's why I don't post up everything sometimes. Pastor Toby was supposed to be deported, and something was supposed to happen to Spat Nation. Now they're saying some of the survivors of Spat Nation were saying that how it is similar. Sorry, I'm wheezing because I've got asthma. It's similar to um, when they were out on the streets, when they were doing their gang movements, because over here they have a gang thing going on, and it's the same with, I think VYG is different, is the other way, but it's still the same kind of. So what they would do, right? They will dress them up in fine clothes, and they will make them, like he will make himself look like he have lots of money. Now the money wouldn't go to the places or whatever, because the children, wherever they are living, they have to give money to one of the house people that's in the house. Miriam being one, I can't remember all the other players. Don't ask me because I can't remember. But most of Miriam will make sure that how this thing will be called a seed. They call it a seed. So they make sure that how the seed, they have to fulfill a quota for the time. It's kind of like, like when you're in a shared house accommodation, and then like you got to put in the pot and make sure that everybody put in the pot. It was kind of like that. So Spat Nation is known for Pastor Toby, who drives Teslas, BMWs, etc., etc., etc. Right, but it's kind of like a cult church in a kind of a way, because the young people have to represent, have to make themselves a certain way so that they can represent the church. Now, bear in mind that how I thought Spat Nation had broken up, and it hasn't. I'm hoping that channels like Exposer and others are still around so I can catch up, because there's so much stuff going on. Like I said, there's so much stuff going on. I can't catch up with everything. I'm old. I'm just like, even when I'm trying to catch up on certain stuff, I'll be in certain places because I don't act a certain way, like, people going all funny and stuff. I have, so I kind of, I kind of have to try and find my own information through other videos sometimes. So I'm hoping that Exposer is still around. Like I said, fingers crossed. But Leah Landry was doing exposés on Mega Church and Mega Church Survivors. She did actually talk about Spat Nation within it, and VYG as well. And I think there's another church. There's one called Love something something. But Spat Nation is one of the biggest problems. I feel like it's a bit like, now, I always refer to Nature Boy. It's a little bit like a Nature Boy where it's forever, ever, 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 ever ongoing. It's like that. And that's how I feel it is with Spat Nation. Um, because of what they are. So I think I still have the young man's what you call it, testimony about Spat Nation, and I might upload it. I know some people might get it, some people might not. But for the American ones, Spat Nation is a church that is like a mega. It's like a mega church, kind of a cult mega church. And the preacher, he rides around in finery. So he's a little bit like, I forgot that preacher. He's a white bread. He's a bit like him. Like if you want me to get a similarity to him, right? So Spat Nation, they're kind of like that. So what I'm gonna do, well, I can not say what I'll do because I just do random pull-ups, whatever, innit? But I will try to put out a fresh Spat Nation video again for those who don't know who Spat Nation is. Okay, I know I need to go back to the dark waters of Ocean Yumi at one point, but I have to do it real early in the mornings as well, because like it's better or late at night. So if you are up and you're about, please come and interact. Thank you for interacting with the about the young man who was walking with the young lady, the little girl, the 6-year-old. She walked 10 blocks. I'm like, wow. I'm saying 4 blocks. It's 10 blocks she walked. She hardly had any shoes on her foot. So, um, so yeah. So please carry on interacting um with me, engaging, like, you know what I mean? Um yeah. So with that said, I'll see you. I'm not gonna be on here long because you know how it is sometimes, when the around about this time is crazy. Like, so, and I like and I like to show screens as well, and I can't right now. So I will try and get back to Spac Nation. I need to go back to the Diddy thing because I need to finish that because I wasn't happy with the end result of the video. So I gotta try and I love that people are putting in information in on stuff about the girl who found a baby on the porch. I feel that is a conversation to be had there. I feel there's a conversation to be had there, but I won't be able to do it right now. But I know I need to do longer lives, but I used to do long lives before. I just don't do them. I just do you up to a certain point and then I leave it. So with that said, I will see you guys. Take care. Bye. Thanks for tapping in. All who's tapped in. And please leave a comment underneath the live. If you don't know who Spat Nation is, I'll put it in the post if I haven't covered the live on it or whatever. But I'll put in a post so you can get idea. But I will put up the survivors of, I think there's one or two survivors of Spat Nation. Hi, Ebony. One or two survivors of Spat Nation. There's VYG. I did on one mega church ages ago. On my old channel, I did cover a lot of cult stuff as well on the old Ocean's old channel. I need to get back to the dark waters of Ocean Yemi. Is I'm trying to get myself sorted as well. I'm trying to be at a place where I can invest in my stream a little more, but in time, everything in time, innit? So, you know, thank you, Ebony, for passing through. And it's a shame that how Mimi's not on today because normally when I wake up in the morning, Mimi's on. So I just catch the ending of Mimi, and then I go and re-watch the whole video again because I actually like commentary on my jazzy life and different things. So yeah, but I will try and see before my young one finishes school if I can cover Spat Nation. If I don't cover Spat Nation, sometimes I say I'm gonna. That's why I don't make promises because sometimes you can say you're gonna do A and then you don't do it. It's 11 o'clock. It is. Let me tell you, it's 8 minutes past 6 in the morning right now. This is the time I normally get up just to see the ending of Planet Mimi and T T with she. Then T with she posts up because she normally posts up around this time. So yeah. So with that being, I know some people understand some of the videos and some people don't understand some of the videos. I understand. I ain't forcing nothing. I don't force nothing. So there's comment on the videos and we have our conversation. However, the conversation was on the post, whether on the videos or wherever. I hear my stomach crying. You see, it's early in the morning. So with that said, I'll see you, Ebony. Take care. Bye.